In today's digital world, every business, big or small, is a target for cyber threats. The rapid growth of technology has brought countless opportunities, but it's also opened the door to new risks that didn't exist just a decade ago. Whether you run a local shop or a global enterprise, your digital presence makes you visible to cybercriminals around the world. Cybercriminals don't discriminate. They use automated tools to scan for weaknesses everywhere, making small businesses just as vulnerable as large corporations. In fact, smaller organizations are often seen as easier targets because they may lack the resources for robust security. Attacks can come in many forms: phishing emails, ransomware, or even insider threats, striking when you least expect it. One breach can mean financial loss, legal trouble, and a reputation hit that's hard to recover from. The aftermath of a cyber attack can disrupt operations for days or weeks, costing you valuable time and money. Customers may lose trust, and partners might hesitate to do business with you. Your digital assets, customer data, financial records, business plans, are as valuable as anything you keep under lock and key. Protecting this information is not just about compliance, it's about safeguarding the very foundation of your business. A single leak can expose sensitive data and put your entire operation at risk. Cybersecurity isn't just an IT issue, it's essential for business survival and continuity. Every department, from finance to marketing, relies on secure systems to function smoothly. Building a culture of security awareness among all employees is just as important as having the right technology in place. The myth that we're too small to be attacked is dangerous. Attackers look for easy targets, not big names. In reality, cybercriminals often prefer businesses that underestimate the risks, making them prime candidates for attacks that can be devastating. A proactive cybersecurity strategy is now a basic cost of doing business, not a luxury. Investing in security measures, employee training, and regular system updates can save you from much larger losses down the road. It's about being prepared, not just reacting after something goes wrong. It's about resilience, being able to withstand, recover from, and respond to attacks. A strong cybersecurity plan helps you bounce back quickly, minimizing downtime and protecting your reputation. It also reassures your customers and partners that you take their data seriously. No system is 100% secure, but layered defenses and preparation make all the difference. By combining technology, policies, and employee vigilance, you create multiple barriers that make it much harder for attackers to succeed. With the right strategy, cybersecurity becomes a manageable risk, not a source of fear. By taking action now, you're not just protecting your business, you're building a foundation for growth, trust, and long-term success in the digital age. Before you can defend your business, you need to know what you're protecting and what threatens it. That's the purpose of a risk assessment, the first step in any real cybersecurity plan. It's about identifying your biggest threats, your weak spots, and the potential impact of an attack. Ask, what are my most likely threats? Where am I vulnerable? What would it cost if something went wrong? Not all risks are equal. Prioritize those that could truly harm your business. The result isn't a solution but a roadmap, a prioritized list of risks to address. This guides every security decision you make, from policies to technology. Without this, your security efforts are just guesswork. A solid risk assessment ensures your resources go where they matter most. You can't protect what you don't know you have, so start with a full inventory of your critical assets. This means not just computers but customer data, employee records, financial info, and business plans. Map out where this data lives on servers, laptops, cloud apps, and your network. For each asset, note its purpose, owner, and what sensitive data it handles. Next, identify vulnerabilities: outdated software, weak passwords, unsecured Wi-Fi, or missing security patches. Don't forget people and processes. Are passwords strong? Is access managed when staff join or leave? Use checklists from trusted sources to make this process easier. The goal: a clear list linking your most valuable assets to their biggest weaknesses. This shows you exactly where you're most exposed. With your risks and assets mapped, it's time to write a security policy everyone can follow. This is a crucial step in building a strong foundation for your organization's security. A well-crafted policy not only protects your business, but also empowers your employees to make smart decisions every day. This isn't a technical manual, it's a practical guide to safe behavior with company data and systems. The goal is to make security a part of your daily operations, not just a set of rules to memorize. Use real-world examples and scenarios to help staff understand what's expected of them in different situations. Define what you're protecting and your main goals. Prevent breaches, keep the business running, and meet regulations. Be specific about the types of data and systems that are most critical to your organization. This clarity helps everyone understand why these rules matter. Include an acceptable use policy. What's allowed on company devices and networks, and what's not. Make sure to address remote work, personal device use, and social media guidelines so there's no confusion about boundaries. Spell out how to handle different types of data, who can access what, and how to store and send sensitive info securely. Detail procedures for sharing files, using cloud services, and disposing of confidential information. Set clear password rules and require multi-factor authentication where possible. Encourage the use of password managers and regular updates to credentials to reduce risk. Make sure the policy is easy to read, accessible, and acknowledged by all staff. Provide training sessions and regular reminders to keep security top of mind. Outline consequences for breaking the rules to reinforce their importance. Consistent enforcement shows that security is a shared responsibility, not just an IT concern. Keep the language simple. Everyone should understand their responsibilities. Avoid jargon, and use plain language so the policy is approachable for all. This policy is the backbone of your security culture. When everyone understands and supports it, you create a safer, more resilient workplace for all. Your policy sets the rules. Now you need controls to enforce them. Choose a mix of technical, administrative, and physical controls that fit your business and budget. Technical controls, firewalls, antivirus, email filtering, automatic updates, and encryption for sensitive data. Administrative controls, your security policy, employee training, background checks, and clear procedures for managing user access and backups. Physical controls, locked server rooms, cable locks for laptops, and secure disposal of sensitive materials. Layer these controls for defense in depth. If one fails, others still protect you. Focus on controls that address your top risks, not just the latest tech trends. The right mix keeps your business secure without slowing you down. Technology alone can't protect you. Your people are your first line of defense. Security training should start on day one and cover your policy, common threats like phishing, and safe data handling. Use real examples to teach staff how to spot suspicious emails and avoid risky behavior. Training isn't one and done. Reinforce it regularly with short updates, reminders, and simulated phishing tests. Encourage staff to report anything suspicious. Reward vigilance. Don't punish mistakes. Make it easy to report lost devices or suspicious emails. Build a culture where security is everyone's job, not just IT's. When security becomes second nature, your people become your strongest asset. A strong security culture is your best long-term defense. Even with strong defenses in place, it's important to accept that no system is completely immune. Assume a security incident will happen at some point. When that moment comes, your response is what matters most. The speed, clarity, and confidence with which you act can make all the difference in minimizing damage and restoring normal operations. An incident response plan is your playbook. It spells out exactly what to do when a breach occurs, so you're not left scrambling or making decisions under pressure. It defines who's in charge, what steps to take, and who to notify both inside and outside your organization, including customers, partners, and regulators if needed. Clearly define what counts as an incident, assign specific roles and responsibilities, and make sure everyone knows their part in the process. Create a clear, step-by-step process for detection, containment, eradication, and recovery, so your team can act quickly and effectively. Don't just write the plan, test it regularly with tabletop exercises and simulations. Walk through realistic scenarios to find gaps and weaknesses before a real crisis hits, so you can address them in advance. Update your plan and train your team regularly, especially as new threats emerge or your business evolves. Make sure everyone knows their role and feels confident in their responsibilities during an incident. Remember, cybersecurity isn't a one-time project or a set-it-and-forget-it task. Threats and your business change constantly, so your defenses must evolve too. Review your strategy at least annually and always after any major incident or significant business change, such as mergers or new technology rollouts. Use every incident, even minor ones, as an opportunity to learn and improve your processes and policies. Analyze what happened, what worked, and what didn't. Then use those lessons to strengthen your defenses. Implement changes and new measures based on your findings, and keep your team informed about updates. Continuous improvement is the hallmark of a resilient cybersecurity program. Stay vigilant, adapt to new threats, and keep your business protected, today, tomorrow, and into the future.